So, what's up? Coming back again. Technically, this is gonna be my second upload of the day, but yeah, because the video I posted yesterday or this morning, rather, about midnight. I guess that counts as two today, but you get the gist of it. I wanted to talk, but I wanted to talk about the exhibition games in college basketball that I watched yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to. So, because I ended up talking about the NBA, so I'm going to talk about the MSU versus Tennessee game. I know it was exhibition, but and I'm also going to talk about the Kansas versus Illinois game. This was for the Maui Fund and a good cause. I know good basketball is played, so yeah. So MSU basketball. Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to look, but as a MSU student, and give me a second. Sorry about that. The window is open and it's windy outside, so I didn't want to have any like distractions or whatever. But I was talking about MSU basketball versus Tennessee yesterday. I know it was an exhibition game, but it's good to see where the squad stands. And we lost because we let them get out to a 17-1 start, and we never led in the game. And yeah, basketball is a game of runs, so if you can't make a run to possibly take the lead, because like Coach Izzo was saying yesterday, every time we start to inch back closer, they start to hit they hit a big shot. So every time we start to come closer and closer, they hit a big shot to extend the lead even further. And yeah, that's just how basketball is, especially college, man. Like if you're playing against a team who is well coached, I know Coach Rick was saying he was testing out a lot of guys, seeing how they played in the system, and just trying to see. It's an exhibition game, but like I'm scared for a team like Tennessee, who didn't even have their two best players, and Ziegler and Vescovy, who are both elite. Vescovy, knockdown shooter, Ziegler, point guard, floor general, can do it all for the squad. So for them to not even have their best two players, in my opinion, they got Connect though. Connect is tough, man. He gave us the work. I say he plays like a Bogdanovich, but like if he was like athletic, because like he got that sneaky bounce, bro. He got that poster yesterday. But yeah, man. We just came back in the second half, but we couldn't get the win because Tennessee, they just continued to keep the lead. But we know. I'm gonna talk about like individual performances, I guess, for us. Tyson Walker came alive second half, put the team on his back basically, and he started to cook late, and actually gave us a chance to like be within the spot we were in. But he did miss two big free throws. But who would have known if that would have triggered the AJ Hogarth three? Because if we would have made both free throws, you never know what Coach Isso's plan to possibly get a stop would have been on the next possession. So everything happens for a reason. And then obviously we know like Hogarth, he didn't have the most efficient like scoring night, but he hit that big shot at the end to tie the game. I don't know what Tennessee's thought process on that was, but it was awkward. Yeah, throw it up to the big man, yeah, but he didn't catch it and he fell. And Tyson ended up getting the ball, and Trey Holloman ended up finding Hogarth for the three. I know the place erupted. I was in my dorm watching because I was out when the game started, so yeah. Surprises, I wouldn't even say Cohen Carr is a surprise, bro. We know what he's going to bring to the team. Energy. He's going to give you dunks. The commentators were saying, and I've always said, I've been saying this since he committed here. If he develops a jump shot, he's solid. Because he's going to play a big role on this team, man. Believe it or not, man. It's hard to not get a guy with that level of athleticism involved in your offense. He's getting better at defense. I know he can get blocks, stuff like that. So I like what I saw from Cohen, man. Like I said, I just want to see him continue to develop that jump shot. And the young guys, Fears, Booker, they didn't really do much, but they did have a big impact on the game. Book hit a 3. And he's showing his ability to stretch the floor. Sissoko, he was iffy. He had 4 turnovers early, but Cooper played pretty well. Biggs, Malik Hall, solid. You know what he gonna bring to the table. Jaden Akins, I feel like we have to get him more involved because he's a talent who can shoot the ball. He's a defender. He's a good defender. He can finish inside. It's just that we're running sort of a small ball lineup, so. It's small ball when it comes to wings and guard because AJ is a big guard. Tyson's a small 2 guard. Akins is going to be, 6'4". Akins about 6'3", 6'4", playing the 3 basically. So we're gonna figure it out. I got coaches. I have trust in Coach Izzo. I just think Tennessee, with a healthy team, they could be easily a top 5 team along with us. And I'm grateful that doesn't hopefully affect the poll because that's preseason, so this doesn't count. But that foul at the end was so bad. I know it's an exhibition game, bro. Let the clock go out, ref. But yeah, and then Gainey, he had a really big game, knocking down the 3 ball. Gainey, Connect, they both lit us up basically. Oh, there's a train. They both lit us up for 20 plus. I like Connect a lot because he just plays the right style of basketball. And they were saying, like, his defensive side, he got to give more effort on the defensive side of the ball. They said he's an offensive talent. He has the offensive talent to play in the league right now. So seeing him come from a mid-major to Tennessee, I know he's going to contribute a lot because I think he's going to be their starting 3 behind Ziegler at the 1, Vescovi at the 2, him at the 3, and then James and Adu. That's a solid lineup, huh? And yeah, turnovers for MSU in the first half. Had 11 of them. We averaged 10 last year, so it's not the best look. And our free throw shooting as well, man. We missed 10 free throws, so if we make 5, we win the game. 5. Think about it. 5. We possibly win the game. And then Gainey, like I said, he hit the game-winning free throw at the end to basically end the game. But, yeah, that was just a good place to see where we stand in preseason against a team who could possibly end up top 5 in the nation by the end of the season in Tennessee. I want to see them again in March, but at the same time I don't because I feel like they're going to be fully healthy. And I feel like when they're fully healthy, their team is going to be pretty unstoppable. I think they won the SEC this year. I don't see any competition in the SEC this year anyway, but I think they win that easily. And, yeah, MSU, we lost by a point at home, but that's not going to knock us at all. That was a good place to see where we stand. And, like I said, their guys just cooked us 17-1. Can't let that happen. They went on a run early, and they kept the lead throughout the entire game, basically. And we couldn't capitalize and take the lead and possibly get any momentum off of that. So they did what they had to do, and they got the win on the road. Yeah, so that was really entertaining game. Big shot by Hogarth down the stretch. I just feel like he has to continue to shoot the ball. You see what he could do as a slasher. So if he continues to gain confidence shooting the ball in general, we'll be all right because T-Walk's going to score. Akins is going to score. He's going to play defense. He's going to dunk on people. And then I think the only thing about us is the big situation. I feel like a lot of people say Booker should start, whatever. I think he should, but it's whatever Izzo sees and whatever's in his best interest. But I think we're going to stay a top 5 team this year, get big wins. Once it comes to March, that's when it matters the most. So, yeah. And the next game that I watched was Illinois versus Kansas, number 1 versus 25. And from the jump, this game was close. Illinois started to pull away, sort of. They had a solid lead, but like they never pulled all the way like away from Kansas. So the whole game was close, and in the first half, it was all Terrence Shannon and Coleman Hawkins. Shannon he shot 4 for 6 from 3. I feel like he's a guy who we know he can attack the basket, bring energy. But if his 3 ball is falling, it's scary. Ty Rogers also had a solid first half. I think he had 7 points. The Michigan native right there, Grand Blanc High School. I was just looking at Kansas, and I was like, I've been out of the loop, obviously, because they would have Arterio Morris, but he got into some trouble, and he's not there anymore. But if they would have had him, I feel like they would be solidified as the number 1 team in the nation, because he's a 5-star who was a backup last year for Texas in their run, and he showed flashes of his potential, and I feel like he would have been another scoring threat on their team. McCullough had a really good game. I know he's a defensive juggernaut. He plays defense. He brings the energy on the defensive side of the ball. But to see his offensive game was pretty surprising to me, because he is taking that leap offensively after losing guys like Jalen Wilson and Grady Dick to the NBA. So he has to take that jump on the offensive side of the ball. And I like that coach is instilling that trust in him to go get a bucket when needed. And then Hunter Dickinson Hunter Dickinson's going to do him post work. He's going to get buckets. He's going to rebound the ball. It's just seeing a guy like Coleman Hawkins on Illinois was like, it goes back to like his high school days where I could tell he was like a big guard playing like the 5. And he showed flashes of that yesterday, man. Knocking down threes, taking Dickinson off the dribble. And I don't think like there's going to be a lot of guys like him, like a guy who can fake a handoff and cross over and drive to the basket against a much slower and maybe not the most quick-footed person than like a Dickinson. So I want to see how him and Shannon as a duo play out in the Big Ten, having Ty Rogers is a big point guard for them, and I like how he's embracing that role. I know they're talking about his shooting, but it's a thing about like just putting up shots in game to gain confidence, and I feel like some guys got to do that. I know Kansas got Jackson. I think his name is Marco Jackson. He's solid. One of the fastest guys on the floor. He can get to the basket with ease. But he's also a freshman, so coach wasn't really playing him that much. You know, DeJuan's going to be the point guard starting. He's going to be the it's hard to not have DeJuan running on one, because he's a defensive guy too. And he's a really good playmaker. KJ Adams has a big as well. I feel like his offensive game is going to take a leap. We know his athleticism is off the charts. And, yeah, the game was basically all Illinois. I know Kansas started to make runs all throughout the game. But Illinois, man, 2015, I think they're going to be better than number 25 come season time, because I know it's an exhibition, but they just beat the number 1 team in the nation in an exhibition game. So, and I know it's basketball, but I felt like it was March, like today, not last night when I was watching the game. So I just have a good feeling about this college season. I know it's gonna bring just a good thing about college basketball and NBA being around because I love basketball. That's all I know at times is basketball. But yeah, bro, Illinois could talk more about each team probably. And I was teasing the poll. I was like, I think the AP poll forgot that Arterio Morris isn't on Kansas anymore, but they're gonna be a good team. I feel like they gotta get that right. I know Coach was talking about how Dickinson isn't really all the way in the flow of the team yet, so that plays a big part. And then they don't have as much depth as I thought they would have. I know they got Timberlake, I think, and like they don't have that much depth on the team. So I know Coach is going to be running smaller lineups. Like I'm saying, like rotations, like 6-man, 7-man, like UNC type. But yeah, I feel like Kansas they're going to be solid if they can get everyone in the flow of things. I know they got new faces like Dickinson and Jackson on the team. So I feel like they're going to be all right. It was just shocking that they lost to Illinois. I thought they would be destroying them because the difference is like they could be out of the tournament. Not the tournament, but out of the poll after a loss. And you guys could lose your first game and still be top 10. So it's just the vast difference in between both teams. And to see Illinois get that win wasn't like I wanted to see how the game started off and the energy was high for both teams. So I knew it would be a close game. I just didn't know, but I knew that Illinois could win it when they had the lead and at halftime, and they weren't letting off the brakes. I know there are a few lead changes, and Kansas started to get in the flow of things, but yeah, man, Terrence Shannon, Coleman Hawkins, that's going to be a duo I'll be looking out for this season. And then they have the transfer. I can't think of his name right now. I'm about to get his name right now. He's a transfer. I think he went to Oregon. And he can shoot the ball really well. I know he didn't have the best shooting night, but he's a good addition on the wing for them because I know he can knock down the three. Yeah, Quincy, he's a grad transfer, and he can knock the three down. Solid defender, rebounder, attacks. So second half, he started to attack more. And I just want to see how Illinois fares in the Big Ten this year. They're usually a good squad. I just see the leap that Terrence Shannon and Coleman Hawkins are both going to take this year, as they're both the top two players on their team, so they have to will their team. They got solid guys around, and I feel like Illinois is going to be a solid team this year. And yeah, along with my NBA predictions, because college basketball is on the way, before I don't know what I'm going to do, my predictions, but like how I'm going to do that. But just know I'm going to have some input. I'm going to give my input on what I think is going to happen. I'm not going to do my national champ. Never mind. Skip. I'm not doing that. I'm going to wait till later. Hopefully when I'm at like 10,000 subscribers in March, I could do my March Madness brackets and you guys can see that. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. I just wanted to put my input because you guys probably think I'm just an NBA guy. But no. I just love basketball in general. I know if you guys want me to talk about high school basketball too, I've always been high on them as well. High school basketball. It's something that I've always been like high on. Like I've always been like interested in high school basketball. So if you guys want to have that too, just let me know. But I told you guys I'm ramping up the videos. I'm hoping to get at least 5 out a week. So Yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Just wanted to get my input on some college basketball in the Big Ten and some of the big games that we played. So, yeah, thanks again.